So today we are going to see the concept of IAM policy. So here I will try my best to explain you each and everything about IAM policy. See, in AWS we have IAM policy. So to give access to users, group or roles by assigning IAM policies. For an example, like we have some users, user 1, user 2, user 3, and we have some particular services like EC2, RDS and S3. EC2, RDS, S3. Now we wants to give access, then how we are going to give? So here we have a particular service. That particular service name is IAM, Identity Access Management. So here also we have some different types of policies. So first we will go through each and every one. So everyone knows, I think most of the people knows about the AWS managed policies. I will write it down. See, in AWS we have policies to give access to users, group or roles by assigning IAM policies. Fine. So here we have AWS managed policies, and customer managed policies. Fine. So first I will show you what is AWS managed policy, AWS managed policy. So if you go to IAM, even we have one more policy. That policy name is inline policy. So I will talk you about that one also. Policies. Whatever you are going to see, this in orange color box, these policies are AWS managed policies. See here, AWS managed, AWS managed, AWS managed. Example, if you want to give access or full access to a particular user, then how simple. Here we can go and we can check it out. Administrator access. Administrator access. It means that you are going to give full access. But in real time, we don't do like this. So then what we have to do? We need to know how to write it down policies, and we need to understand the basic structure of IAM policy. If you have an idea about IAM policy, how to write it down, the IAM customer managed policies, okay, customer managed policies, then easily you can go and you can create it. Simple. I will show you one policy here. AWS IAM policy, users example. It looks very complicated in first time. If you understand the concept, then it will be very easy. Where is that? Example policies, RDS. View this policy. See, this is the policy. See, in real time, what you have to do, you have to go and you have to create the policy by your own. So that comes under customer managed policies. Okay, so here you need to understand this concept. What is version, what is statement, what is SID, what is effect, what is action. If you understand the basic structure, then easily you can go and you can do it. Okay, even there are a lot of policies which are available in AWS documentation itself. Okay, if you have a good idea about how to write it down these policies, then easily you can do it. Okay, First, what I will do, okay, we will go through with the IAM policy grammar. So here I will give you two examples. We are going to do two activities. First, I will show you how to write it down the basic policy about Route 50, any service we will take. And then later on, I will give you the real-time based example about how to restrict particular users on particular service. First, we will go and we will understand AWS policy, AWS-IAM policy grammar. Grammar of IAM JSON policy. Here you need to first to understand this or to write it down this IAM policy. You need to know about the JSON. So already I have one video about JSON. You can go through with that video. Okay. JSON is very easy, simple. You can go and you can do it. This is policies and permission. Grammar of the IAM policy. IAM JSON policy language. Where is that? Policy grammar. Let's come down here. See here. See here, you need to understand this policy. What is this version block? What is ID block? Statement block? Once you understand this concept, easily we can create it. So here you have a version block. Here you're going to see a question mark, and ID block also you're going to see one question mark. In the statement block you are not going to see any question mark. It means that whatever it's in whatever which is coming with question mark, it means that that is optional. Okay, fine. This is the policy. Here we have a version block, ID block, and statement block. So in statement block, you are not going to see question mark. It means that this field is mandatory, and this wherever you are going to see question mark, it means that that is optional. Okay. So what I will do here, we will go step by step. Here we have a statement block. Statement block is mandatory. See, one point I will tell you here, the policy is a collection of version block, ID block, and statement block. It's a collection of version, ID, and statement. We'll understand about the SID block, principal block, effect block, action block, resource block, and condition block. So here, go and check it out here, action and resources. Inside the action and resources, just come down here. Where is that? Sorry, here. IAM JSON policy elements reference. Just come down here. What is version block? What is ID block? Statement block? Here I will do one thing. I will write it down each and everything. See. So already write it down here. What is version block? Version block means schema version of IAM policy. Then we have ID. ID we use for our reference. Okay. ID we use for our reference. Then we have statement inside. Inside the statement we are going to have multiple statements. Okay. Inside the statement we have we have multiple statement. Then here we have SID block. So for our reference, like example, I can say that this policy is for DB users, examples. Okay, full access on RDS. Principal block. What is principal? So here we can example like for any particular person. Okay. Then here we have effect block. In effect block, simple, allow or deny. We will see step by step, don't worry about this. Action block. So yeah, what type of action we want to allow on AWS resources. So like Route 53, S3, and RDS, any service. Then we have resources block. Here, what resources we want to have here is inside our IAM policy. Then condition block. Here we can write conditions of that resources. We will see about this condition block also. Okay. See, I copied from here itself. Don't get confused. Where is that? From here I copied each and everything. So if you go and understand about the SID block, you can go through from here. Version. Already I opened the version statement example. See, the version JSON policy elements is different from a policy version. The version policy element is used within a policy and define the version of the policy language. A policy version, on the other hand, is created when you make changes to a customer managed policy. The main point I can say that the change policy doesn't override the existing policy. Instead, IAM creates a new version of the managed policy. Where is that? Okay. If you're searching for the information about the multiple version support value available for managed policies or versioning, okay. See, here they have mentioned the point. The version policy elements specify the language syntax rule that are to be used to process a policy. Okay. See, yeah, whenever you're going to see the version, so always prefer to take the latest version. So here, what is the latest version? This one is a 2012 and this one is a 2008. So here, what is the advantage if you take the latest one? Means this is the current version of the policy language, and you should always include a version element and set it whatever the 2012, 10, 17. Otherwise, you cannot use. See, here the point is you cannot use the features such as policy variables that were introduced with this version. That's the reason we prefer to have the latest version. Got my point? Then we have, what is that? Statement block, SID block, effect, principle, action, not action, conditions. See, when you are writing, whenever you are going to get the opportunity to write it down the policy, if you can go through with this documentation. See, statement is an array. Okay, the statement element is the main element for a policy. That's the reason I told you that it's a mandatory. This element is required. The statement element can contain a single statement or an array or individual statement. Each individual statement block must be enclosed in curly braces. For multiple statement, then in this case, we are going to use square brackets. Okay, this is the statement block. So here they have mentioned version, statement. Inside the statement, we have effect, action, and resource. We can use it. Okay. And we have a condition. Then what is that? Where is that? Principle for particular user or group. Use this principal element in a resource-based JSON policy to specify the principle that is allowed or denied access to a resources. Guys, you can go through with this documentation. If I start explaining about each and everything now, it will take a lot of time, because already I mentioned in the documentation what is principle and action, resource, and everything. So here I'm going to open the Visual Studio Code. If you don't have, just go and download the Visual Studio Code. Okay, here I will do one more thing. Just go and create a folder. IAM policy. Example here I'm going to create for Route 53. Okay, IAM policy Route 53 test. Just go and open it. Open folder. Where is that? Desktop. See Route 53. Okay, fine. Here create a file. IAM policy dot IAM policy Route 53. I will give the example of Route 53, how we are going to do 53.json. Fine. Example, this is your route, this is your user. Here we will create a one user, also user test one. Next. Okay. Here we have one service. That service name is Route 53. Here I am going to explain on Route 53. Suppose here I am going to give the access, complete access on Route 53. But one action I want to deny. Allowed full access on Route 53. To which user? User 1. Test 1. User test 1. And the next here, deny one action. That action is, even we can take, okay, deleting hosted zone, or you can add multiple things here, don't worry. As per your requirement, you can go and you can do it. So how the policy we can write it on? We can write it on in the, it will start in the curly braces. The first thing what we have to mention here, come up, virgin block. Just come down and paste colon. As I said that we always prefer to have the latest version. It's very simple if you understand the concept. Then what is important here? Statement block. Statement. Okay, fine. Now here statement is an array. So what I will do, I will write it down in square bracket. Again here we are going to have multiple objects. That's the reason I am going to open curly braces. Even you can go and you can check it out the examples. So I will show you some examples. 1 second. AWS Route 53 IAM policy examples. See you. First they are going to use square bracket, then they are going to use curly braces, because here we are going to write it on multiple actions. We are going to write it now, mention here. Is that right? What is next? Okay, principal block we will see in some other class. Okay, effect. Here I'm going to use effect block. See, check it out the spelling also. Here they are going to use capital letter. Effect. Here simple allow or deny. Capital letter. Okay, allow. Come down. Next. Action. Here we have action. On which service you want to take the action? Here I want to take the action on Route 53 service. Even if you want to take the example of S3, you can take this S3 examples. Even you can take the example of EC2, whatever the resource of AWS. So here in example you can check it out. AWS Route 53. Just copy from here. Next here, what I want to do, I want to give the complete access. That's the reason I'm going to use star. Okay, just come down here, comma, because we are going to continue the statement. That's the reason I'm giving here comma. Then next, on what is the resource here? Where is that resource? Okay, here we will give star, means all the resources. Next, here we are going to give allow access, means all the access. But here I want to deny one action. That action is deleting hosted zone. Just use a comma here. When you can go and you can copy all this option. Okay, I will write it on one more point here. That is SID block. SID. Okay. Allow full access. No space here. Full access. Route 53. Next, again one more statement I'm going to write it down. Okay. Here I will copy from here itself. Comma effect deny. You can check it out the spellings also in examples. We will get it. This is start from capital letter. Action. So on which service I want to take the action? I want to take the action on Route 53. So how you're going to get the examples here? Just come down here. Okay, here I did some mistake. Okay, here inside action resources condition. So on which service? Control F, Route 53. Actions defined by Amazon Route 53. Create hosted zone. Where is the delete hosted zone? This one I want to take. So just mention Route 53 colon, just paste it, deleting hosted zone. I hope you got my point. Now if you want to add more options, then simple, use the curly brace, square braces here, like this, and add this inside this square bracket. Control Z. Comma. Next example, delete traffic policy. We can restrict the user. Route 53 colon file. Control A, Control F. This is how we can do it. Now what we have to do next, go and create a user here. Users, create a user. username user test 1, provide access. Okay, fine. I want to create an IAM user, custom password. Fine. User must create a password at next sign in. Next. I don't want to give that permission. That's the reason I did not give that one. Attach policy. No, I don't want to attach anything here. Next. Create a user. View user. Okay, copy this one. Open it. So if you don't know anything about Route 50, then just try to learn the Route 50, then only you will understand this policy. Okay, sir? Wherever you are going to learn, but just understand it. Okay, understand the concept of hosted and what is and records and everything. Is many things are there in Route 50. Route 53 is very important topic in AWS. If you're going to mention the experience, now please do one thing. Just try to do hard work on Route 53 service. Username user test 1, password. Fine. Now check. Okay, which service? Route 53. I will give you one more. I'm going to write it down one more policy. An upcoming video. You can check it out. Register a domain, create a hosted zone. Here I'm just going to create a dummy hosted zone. Okay. Okay, app.com. Let's see. So here what I'm getting? Here I'm getting the error because here we did not assign any permission on this user. Now what you have to do? Just now we created a policy. Now we have to, here we created in Visual Studio Code. Now we have to go and create an IAM policy. Then after that we have to assign this policy to this user. Then only he can access this. Just okay. Go to our main root account. Policies. These are all the AWS managed policies. Create policy. Okay, I would prefer to go for JSON. See here, already they are giving all this important option here, so I don't want to use this one. Already we have. Just remove it. Control A, Control C. What is the mistake here? Edit. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is the mistake I did. So deny. Deny. Deleting. Just copy the resource. Just comma. Paste it. Here also do the same activity. Fine. Now just go and create AWS policy Route 53. Okay, I will give another user this Route 53 policy. create a policy. Fine. Now what I have to do, go to users. What is our username? User test1. Add permissions. Add permissions. Okay. Attach policies. Okay, fine. What is our policy name here? Now customer manage. This is our policy. User base ROUTE-53 policy. Next, add permissions. Now go and check. Create a hosted zone. Sometimes what will happen, the policy won't reflect. That's the reason what you have to do. You have to go and you have to log out the user and again log in it. Okay. Now here you can see it works. Now what you have to do, simple. What we mention here is deny deleting hosted zone. We don't have a traffic policy. Let's just give it the example here. Okay, just try to delete it. Delete zone. Is it working, sir? No. Why it's not working? Because here we have mentioned some conditions. Means deny. I hope you understand this option policy. See, from your side also you can go and you can do this activity. Just you have to do means practice at least, try to take some example from AWS itself and implement it in your testing environment. See, here we have a lot of example. Right now we have seen about ROUTE-53. Same like example, you can go and you can check it out about example. Control F, S3. See here, you will get the examples for S3 actions. What type of action you want to deny or what type of action you want to allow. See here. Create access point, create a bucket. Again here we have ARN also. So ARN is whenever you create a bucket you will get the ARN. ARN is Amazon resource number. See here, I will give you resource type. See, this is ARN. For bucket, ARN, partition, S3 : 3 colons and bucket name. This is ARN. If you create a bucket now, you will see it. Okay, in another video, what I will do, I will create one more policy. There, we will restrict some users to access our EC2 instances. Fine, thanks for watching.